Hello, I'm Karen, and in this part of the video we're going to be sharing with you how to make the head and the tail for the tortoise. I'm really sorry about the way that the last video ended. I said I was having a really funny old day. Also, it's now got dark, so I'm relying on artificial light, so please excuse any light differences in the video. Okay, right, so for this part of the video, for this next section, I'm using some of these little safety eyes. You don't have to, you can just use some black yarn. I need the yarn anyway to be able to do the eyes and the nose, and you're going to need some more stuff in. So to start this one off, I'm going to choose a different colour actually, because I decided that because of the way that the light is going, it's just better off to just start off with a different colour. But I am actually ultimately doing it in green. Okay, so I'm going to begin with a magic circle and do a chain of 1. If you can't do the magic circle, then do a chain of 2 and work into the chain 1. Okay, so what you're going to do for round 1, we're going to work the single crochet if you're in the US, or it's the double crochet if you're in the UK. So we're going to do 8 of those stitches. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Okay, and then we're going to slip stitch into the first single crochet or double crochet to join. Okay, and on this one we can pull the tail end tight. If you've watched how to make my little mushrooms, my little mushroom flowers, you will actually already know how to do this stitch. If you haven't actually watched that video, then I'm just going to go slow just to start off with, so you can see the stitch I'm using. I think it's like a half double crochet join 2 together, but it's not. Okay, so you're going to chain 1, then you're going to yarn over, you're going to put your hook into the stitch that you've done the slip stitch into, yarn over and pull through, so you've got 3 on your hook. Then you're going to put your hook into the next stitch along, yarn over, pull through, so you've got 4 on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, and then yarn over, pull through 3, and it'll look like that. So then you're going to yarn over, go into the last stitch that you worked into, yarn over, pull through, then put your hook into the next stitch along, yarn over, pull through, so you've got 4 on your hook again, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 3. Okay, that'll look like that. So it's yarn over into the stitch you've already worked, yarn over, pull through, put your hook into the next stitch along, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 3. And you're going to do that all the way around until you've got 8 of these stitches, and you're always going to use the slip stitch as a stitch in this particular pattern. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get all the way around to the other side and show you how to do the second round. Well, actually no, technically it'll be the third round, won't it? So this is a kind of a repeat pattern of, you do 1 round of this single crochet or double crochet, and then 1 round of this, whatever the stitch is. I don't even know what I just don't know what to call it. It is like half double crochet 2 together, but it's kind of back to front. Okay, so then you get to the very end, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 3, and then you're going to curve your work, and you're going to slip stitch to join into the top of the actual first stitch made, not into the chain but into the very top of the stitch. Okay, so your work looks like that. You don't do a chain on this round, so the next round, so we're going to do increases on this stitch of the single crochet or double crochet. So for this round we need to do 2 stitches all the way around until we've got a total of 16. Okay, and then we just keep on doing, so we do a round of 16 of like, so that's the increase round, and then we're going to do, if I bring you, actually maybe you should look at the tail, it'll be easier. So you're going, so this is round, so this has got 8, then we're going up to 16. So for the tail, so you increase up to 16, and then you do 2 more rounds of just 16. On the head we're going to, so you go 8, 16, and then this round is 24. So you, on the single crochet round, you're going to go 1, 2, 1, 2 all the way around, so you've got 24. So then you do 24 of this little puffy stitch and then this is just single crochet round, and this is 24. Okay, so you're going to do that. And so when you get to that point, it's actually going to look like this little cone shape here. And so this is for the head, so I've got up to 24, so I've got 8, 16 and 24. So what I'm going to do is, to be able to add the eyes, fold it, just flatten it in half. So this is where obviously the end of the round, so that we're going to get that, so that's in the middle. And what you're going to do, oops, let's just get my hook off there a minute. You're going to work, so this is where you've actually got the round of 16. You're going to count 2 stitches, so you're going to go 1, 2, and what I did is I did it so it was just below the actual single crochet there. And what I did is I just poked the eye in. That sounds a bit bad, doesn't it? Poking me in the eye. And then put the little clip on, and there we go, so that's clicked into place. So that's the eye there, and then we're going to count so that I leave 4 stitches in between. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, so it's the 5th one along where I'm actually going to put in the next eye, and click. Oh, if I can get it in. There we go. And that one, I've got double clicked on that one. That one's only got, yeah. There we go. So the eyes are put them in wonky. This one's got wonky eyes. I'm not going to even attempt to try and undo them. I don't know why I went up above and rather than into that bit below when I've just told you where to put the eye. Well, there you go then. That just, honestly, this has just been such a funny old day. Okay, so then well, I'm going to leave it like that. This one's going to be my little wonky one. So there you go. There's nothing wrong with having a wonky tortoise. So for this next round, I'm going to do a reduction round, and it's the single crochet. So I've did my slip stitch to join. So then you're going to go 1 single crochet or a double crochet, and then we're going to do 2 together. So we go 1, 2, and then just yarn over, pull through all 3. And then the next one is just a 1, and then just do 2 together. Okay, so you do that all the way around. And what I'm going to do is, I'm just looking at the time. I'm really conscious because I've had such a weird day. It's like my camera keeps cutting out on me. We've had power cuts. Now I've put wonky eyes in. I have made 3 attempts already at trying to actually do this particular head. And I just thought, you know what, I'm just going to have to keep on going. So yeah, so it's just one of those funny, sometimes you just have those days where just things just don't go how you plan. But yeah, so at least you know the sizes that you actually need to make of this actual head. And I say, and it's a lovely fun thing to do anyway, so it doesn't matter if it's a bit wonky and it's not quite right. At the end of the day, it's just it's a different way of doing amigurumi, isn't it? This one is, because the stitch that I've shown you how to do, it's sort of right, I'm right at the end of the round now, so I'm just going to just slip stitch, just get my hook, sorry, into that last stitch, which is really tight, and work those stitches together, and then slip stitch to join in the first single crochet, and then I'm going to do just this stitch now. So we're just going to just have 1 round where this is already well there, so this is just 1 round of this one. I think it goes down to 16. It should go down to 16, but honestly I'm not even counting anymore because I'm having such a weirdo day. But let's have a look how long I've got on my timer. Okay, then I've got enough time. So we know that the tail has to have you go up to 16 stitches, and you do, and then you have a total of 3 rounds of the 16 stitches. For the head, we're going to go down to the 16 stitches, and then we're going to do the same thing. We're going to reduce down again. So what I might do is I might pause the video and do a little thing where I actually catch up. So, but we'll see how I get on, because I just want to show you about sewing in the little face on the smile, and the nostrils for the little nose on there as well. But say, because I've had so many different things go wrong, I'm just going to just keep on plodding on and just see exactly what actually happens. But yeah, it's just one of those ones. And saying these stitches, they kind of overlap a bit, so when you actually do the stuffing, it doesn't show through, which I think is really, really lovely. And I think as well I might share with you that I actually have made some little hats with this stitch as well. So I could also share with you how to do that. So just right at the end here, there. Oh no, look, I've missed a stitch. Oh no, I haven't. I've got a really baggy stitch there. Wow. Like I said, this one is just being completely and utterly weird on me. And then we're going to slip stitch to join. And then this next round is also going to be a reduction round. Okay, but because the hole is getting small now, what I want to do is I want to get my stuff in, and I want to actually stuff the head. Now I will tell you, even though you put those little safety eye things in, which is safety so safety so that they don't come out if you're going to use them for children, really need to be careful when you're actually poking in your stuff in yourself, so you don't actually catch yourself. If you've got delicate skin, or I know like some people have got things wrong with them, so they have blood thinners, and you really don't want to catch yourself on those, because they can actually be really quite sharp. So making sure there's plenty of stuffing in that's wrapping all the way around those pointed ends inside there, just to make sure that there's no chance that anyone's going to have any kind of accident. So now I've got to this point, I'm going to do the round of reduction, I think. Yeah, I've got enough time to do a reduction round. So on this one it's the same again, so you just do one and then work two together like that, and you do that all the way around. I'm not sure that I'm actually going to be able to crochet the whole of the actual neck, but we do 2 rounds for the actual neck. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do one more video, which I'm going to share with you how to make the feet, and also how to actually sew the pieces to the actual body, just because I want to. And I think that it'll be I found a really easy way to do the legs to the body. The head itself I had problems with because it was a bit floppy. So yeah, so I've done some adaptations for that bit there, and I don't know what I did wrong there, but we've definitely got one stitch to work in there. It's because I was too busy talking. Like I said, this one has gone completely and utterly wrong, so I'm just going to just work one stitch into there. Oh no, I think this might be the one where it is. It's odd. I think you end up with 11 stitches as you drop down this time round, if I remember rightly. I say, honestly, I feel like I'm going a little bit like round the bend and back again today. So let's just do this. At least do this little bit. I think I've got enough time. There, say you end up this the next round after this is just a plain round anyway. So, and these are quicker because there's less stitches to do. So yeah, I say this is one of those things where I just had an idea one night. I was like, I know I want to make a tortoise, and I know other people have made tortoises, and I just wanted to have something, because I've been messing about with this stitch, and I thought, oh, it makes a lovely texture. So and it's just different, a different way of doing an amigurumi, rather than just doing the plain single crochet and doing round after round in that. So but say I haven't got a name for the stitch, because technically I think it is kind of like a half double crochet 2 together, but because you're working in one stitch you've already used, it's sort of like a bit back to front. So yeah, there we go. Look, we've got last stitch to go. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just do this stitch here, whoops daisy, like that. Join this one together if we can. Honestly, my joining at the minute is being awful. Go through there, there we go. Right, so you can see that reduces down for the neck. You need to stuff the neck all the way up, so you're going to do one more round of this, but you stuff it just to that point. Look, it's actually quite cute with its wonky eyes, isn't it? Right, so anyway, to be able to do the lovely smile on the tortoise, what I did is I actually put the yarn in further back than what I needed it to be, and then I decided, let's see, we're going to have the smile is on the edge of this where you've done 8, and you want to come through at a point of a stick. I don't know if you can see that coming through yet. So you're going to come through just going to pull that all the way through, because what I did actually is I actually put the face on after I'd put the body on, so that's why I came out of the body there. And then you go into the next, so you're just going to go around your little stitches, so you're just going to go into the next stitch along. So we're going to make sure we're coming on this bottom bit here, so we're going to come out there and just work that stitch into there. I'm saying it's double strands of yarn so that it's thick enough. Then I'm going to do a back stitch. I'm going to go into the stitch I've already worked and then come out the next stitch along, just so that we've got this lovely little smile, because we want our tortoises to be happy, because they're going to have lots of fun. And then we're going to sort of miss a stitch, so I'm not going to come, I'm going to come out there, and then it just makes this lovely smile. And because your stitches are not always the same, the smiles don't always come out the same neither, so it's just each one of these are all different. So we're going to come up through there, and let's have a look. Can you see the way that that's forming? So it gets the sort of, it's actually going quite wonky. Oh dear me. There we go. And that's sort of about roughly I'm just going to think I'm going to do one more stitch up, I think, to make it so it looks kind of equal smile there. And then what I did is I wanted to, so to be able to make these little stitches in the nose, I just literally went up and I was like, okay, then this is going to be one of the bits for the nostril just there. So that I just finish off the smile, and then I'm going to go into the stitch that's nearest to it. I'm going to leave 2 stitches apart and come over there, just so that we've got one bit of the nostril, and then we're going to go, so that one's to come to there. And then what I actually did is I came out in the same place where I'd actually poke that, if it can come out the same place as this one. Can we get that? There we go. And pull that through there. Oh, you see, look, you know, because it's not all stuffed and not all oh my days, you put some more stuffing in to just stuff the face out a bit better. That went all squashed and squidgy, didn't it? But there you go. That is a wonky face if I've ever seen one. We've got wonky smile and a wonky eye, and I'm just going to just tie a knot in this bit here there, so that's nice and secure. And then I'm going to cut off my yarn. Oh my goodness gracious me. And then if I can actually do it, I'm going to poke this bit inside the body, if it's going to work. I bet this isn't even going to work for me now because of everything that's going wrong. I should have just gone in through the bottom, shouldn't I, rather than messing about there. But it was just because that's so far away. I just get these tail ends and just bring them inside the body there. There you go. At least that bit worked. Okay, so there you go. So that's how not to make a head, but it kind of is how to make a head. And like I say, these are all going to be completely unique and completely different. So and so I want to say thank you for watching, thank you for liking, thank you for sharing, thank you for subscribing. I'm going because I think I'm going a little bit la la. Bye for now.